I don't think you're taught to like risk. I think everything we're taught and trained and required is to fear risk. My story in real estate really was born from that idea of what taking a little risk and seeing the reward happen and how that plays out. A lot of times I get stopped and asked, like, how did you get this all going? And you go back to the traces of it, and it was this 3-bedroom, 1-bath home over by Corbin Park. You go into the process of it wondering, should we do this? There's so much fear and apprehension, and bought the house, closed on it, and got going in it and realized how much value can be gained through owning real estate. Anything we ever made, we dumped back into rental properties. We did a lot of that in 2011, and now have been able to parlay that into many more investments. One thing we did set out from the beginning was we wanted our life to be a little different, whether that's something just for us, for our family, or how we approach the community. The idea of making an impact in a positive way kind of stretches through everything we did and have done and hopefully continue to do. So. 1, 2. I mean, the most common thing I get is you're crazy, right? You're crazy doing this. Like right now we have a project where we're renovating a 120-year-old building to put a brewery in. Not only do we own the building, but we own the brewery. We're also expanding 4 Degrees to buy a brand new building that's 4 times the size of what we had, renovating that. We have an investor we're helping work with to do a 7-story tower. It's 51 amazing residential units over a commercial space that'll likely have a restaurant in it. And I think where a lot of people get hung up is getting stuck at the "you're crazy" moment, instead of taking that next step of asking, well, why did I say I can't? What if I figure out a way to do it? Even if I don't, that exercise of exploring ways to do it has been the difference in my life, actually. I think where I help most people is by taking some of that veil away from the scariness that is an investment and making it practical and understandable. If you're thinking about investing, right, you've listened to this, you've heard people do it, you've even seen people do it, and you're wondering where to get started, I always get started online. It's free, right? So biggerpockets.com was one of the better resources I had. That's the most non-committal way to at least get started to see if this is something you want. Or give 4 Degrees a call. You can come down, meet with one of our experienced agents, and they'll talk through that with you about what that could look like. Because sometimes it's, hey, yep, you're ready to buy today. Sometimes it's, hey, let's make a 2-year plan to get you there. And everyone's different, and everyone's gonna have different goals. What I learned to do was be open for opportunities and be open to letting success happen. I think too many times we get in our own way of, oh, that can't happen to me. It's too good to be true. Well, no, it's not. Good things like that can happen to people, and if you let them. You find opportunity when you're ready to look for it.